please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I know I didn't make tea time with T on Tuesday, but I have some free time right now. So I say Tuesday, Thursday, as long as I do tea time, that's all I really care about. So guys, I'm sorry that I missed tea time on Tuesday, but I am here to make it up to you guys. So as you come in, guys, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I'm sitting in my trunk, y'all. I feel like I'm always just in the same areas. So I try to just sit in the trunk, have wind open or the door open so I can get some nice air and everything. Hey, Lawrence family, Camilla Combs. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but hello everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. So I know today is not Tuesday, guys, but still I am doing tea time. So I'm so happy that you guys are tuned in right now. So as the title, guys, you see we are talking about soul ties and soulmates. So someone or a subscriber of actually of mine hit me up and say, Mommy Wise, do you believe in soul ties? And I was like, I don't know. So I had to do some research and, really think about it and everything else. And I have, my opinion on it, and I also want to hear from you guys. Do you guys believe in soul ties and soulmates? So let me see who's on the line. Hey, Miss Blake, Miss Smith, Rashida Matthews, Dolores. Hey, Lawrence family. What's up? I was just watching y'all video too. Hey, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Team Extreme High Life Entertainment. Hello. Hey, Esther. Thank you guys, everyone being here. I know it's not Tuesday, guys, but I wanted to make sure I still did my tea time. And guys, like I said, I'm in my trunk, so please excuse me. I feel like my arm is gonna get tired soon. So hold on. Let me see. You know what? I think I'm gonna go to the front. Okay, hold on, guys. I call myself changing up a little bit and my arm is tired. So I probably even won't even be able to sit in the trunk the whole time. Okay. All right, hold on, guys. So guys, thank y'all for being here. Again, I appreciate everyone. Okay, how's that? Yes, so I can move my arms. I don't have to worry about holding it the whole time, and I'll just close the trunk once I leave. So people, like I said, by the title you see, we're talking about soul ties and soulmates. Love your eyebrows. Thank you so much. Thank you. I kicked off my birthday weekend. Well, I know it's not the weekend yet. But I said I kicked off my birthday weekend because I have a couple things that I'm doing throughout the weekend. So I'm getting a facial tomorrow. That is my gift to myself, and it couldn't come any sooner because my face is breaking out. Hey, Angie Love, thank you for being here. Please hit that thumbs up for me. So tomorrow I get my facial. I'm like, hold up, wash the eyebrows, wash the eyelashes. And I get my hair done on Saturday. And then, my birthday's on Sunday. So, yeah. Thanks for the shout out. I know you're from the Carter family. Okay, that's what's up. Team Extreme High Life Entertainment. I feel like that's just how I had to say the name. But hello, everyone. Thank everyone for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. So, guys, we're going to talk about soul ties first. So, like I said, someone brought to my attention, that they feel like they are soul tied to someone. And when she told me that, I was like, what does that mean? Now, I wasn't really understanding of what it meant. And she kind of gave me her description on it and everything. So I also did my own research, watched a couple YouTube videos and looked it up and all that stuff, because that's just the person that I am. If I don't understand something or just don't feel comfortable with, a request that someone's giving me, and I feel like I'm not somehow knowledgeable to the topic, I had to do my research. I had to see what it is that I kind of want to talk about. So I looked up soul ties, and in the beginning, guys, I can say that I was like, no, I don't believe it. But to a certain extent, I do, just because I did my research. So soul ties, by definitions, off the top of my head, from what I looked up, basically, is when you have relations with someone. In relations, I mean sex. And once you have relations with them, you feel like they have a piece of your soul, meaning, you still feel like there's something that this person has over you, or you think about this person all the time, or it's just something that you can't get over with this person. And when I say relations, most of every video, everything that I listened or read, it all said it had to do with sex. So basically, you're giving yourself to someone who may or may not have been deserving of you, but it didn't, go into a relationship. It kind of ended just there. So, now you have that connection with this person intimately, but you don't have that connection with the person, if you guys get what I'm saying. So, hey, Miss Henry, how are you doing? So that's what I got out of soul ties. So me personally, I think that it's a combination of, unfinished business with a person. I was having this conversation with my mom too, unfinished business with this person, and I also think that it's not just relations, it's not just having sex with the person, because I believe I had soul ties with someone and there was no sex involved. I think it's more just your connection with that person. And when that person leaves your life, maybe you weren't ready to cut off the connection, or vice versa. Sometimes things happen and you guys just have to cut off the connection, and it just was different timing. But it's something that your body yearns for, your mind yearns for them, because you think about them all the time. So I guess you could say they have a piece of your soul, they have a piece of you that they carry around, and vice versa. So that part I totally believe in. I don't think that you just have to have sex to say this person has my soul. But when I was looking it up, even Tony Gaskins, he brought the Bible into it and all that stuff, and saying, giving yourself to someone is like one of the worst sins that you can do, especially when you're married. And he was saying, like, most people get soul ties when they cheat, because they're giving their body to someone who may not be, like I said, worthy of them. And it's kind of like the person kind of pockets their soul, takes a piece of them and keep it. So I was like, wow, this is pretty deep. Like, it's way deeper than I thought it was even going to be. So after doing the research, I do believe in soul ties. I don't so much believe in someone takes my soul or take a part of me, but I do believe that for some reason, we run across each other's minds, and there's still some connection. There's still something that we have to resolve. It may not be resolved ever, ever, ever. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in life. But for the most part, I feel like if I'm having these yearnings and this person is thinking about me, then maybe they're thinking the same way too, so it's a battle. So she asked me what could she do as far as, I guess her feeling like she's soul tied to this person. And honestly, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. You guys have any advice for her, what she can do to get over her soul tie? I just told her, just try to make sure that you don't see this person, all connections that you have to this person, just try to cut it. If it's not going to be something that you guys are going to prolong, in a relationship or whatever, just try to cut that person off and not see them. Try not to think about them, get a hobby, distract yourself or something. That's what I told her. But I don't know, honestly, I didn't really know what to tell her, because this is all new to me. But, I want to just see if you guys ever experience, or now currently experiencing, feeling the love, or I don't even know if it's love, but feeling the yearning of a soul tie. So have you guys ever felt like you were in a position that you say, yo, this person tied my soul, I can't get over this person? And I feel like, in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, you will have more of a soul tie, more than someone that just hit it and quit it. But from research, it was more people that just hit it and quit it. So I was just like, all right, okay, I guess. So what do you guys think? iPopo said that's way deeper than we think. Yeah, it's way deeper than we think. And I do think that it has some spirituality behind it, definitely. But I'm just not the person to try to think so deep into it right now. Yes, stay away. Humans are creatures of habits. That's so true. That's so true. We want what we have in our life, and it's kind of like, all right, I have this, so I should always have it. I'm with this person, maybe I should always be that way with this person. And maybe when you break up, it's just the reality that we have to face, that we can't be around this person. We can't talk to this person. We can't be there for the person how we want to be there. Hey, Anderson family, what's up, guys? Stacy Ann, hey. So hey everyone, we're just taking a, oh, thank you so much, thank you, Simone, for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what I got on soul ties, guys. So soul ties is when you have sex with someone and you feel like they basically hooked you, feel like you can't do without. And like I told her, I'm not really sure what she can do. Just try to cut off connection. Just try to do her. Just upgrade and, do things differently. The brain designs to be automatic. That's so true. That's so true. A lot of times I catch myself like doing the same things. I'm like, why am I don't even need to come in the room and worry about making up my bed. I already did it. Sometimes I just want to like move and habit more so. Never had that. Sonia, I can say that maybe I had it, but I wouldn't particularly say they took a piece of me. It kind of was just like, like I missed them or something like that, but it wasn't nothing too heavy. So now on the other end, we have soul ties, you know, people that just hit it and quit it and feel like they have a piece of us. On the other end, we have soul mates. So now I do believe in soulmates to a certain extent. I'm kind of that person that like will kind of say yes but no at the same time. So I do believe that we have soulmates. And the reason why I believe in soulmates is because, for myself, by example, you know, honestly, I believe Andre may be my soulmate. I can't say 100% sure because I'm not God, but I feel like he's damn near close. And yes, we have quarrels. Yes, we have fights. Yes, we don't see each other, you know, head on. But I feel like the reason why we can say that we're soulmates is because every time we've broken up, every time we moved away from each other, we always found a way back. And to me, that is a soulmate. A soulmate is not going to be someone that you go through the struggle with and you guys, you know, in the struggle just break apart. It's not going to be someone that you necessarily, well, which you can, but you can meet when you're, you know, you're high up in life and everything. That could be a soulmate. But I feel like to me, a soulmate is someone that you guys meet somewhere in the middle in your lives, or, you know, even if you're at different parts in your lives, but you guys still have that medium, that middle meeting point, that you guys still have growth. Even if I was rich, Andre was poor, or vice versa, we still had some type of commonality that we needed to grow together. So I believe that is a soulmate, someone that you can grow with, someone that you can mature with, someone that you can look at and say, man, I remember when you were doing this, and I see you growing within my eyes, and they can say the same thing. So I believe that is a soulmate. I believe that, you know, maybe we're not made for everyone. So of course we're going to go through relationships and we're going to date and all that stuff and think that that is the person for me at the time. And then it's going to be a breakup. It's going to feel like the end of the world. But then we're going to meet someone that we're going to break up, but they're going to come back. And it's not going to be like a toxic thing, but it's just going to be like this person somehow always ends up coming back in my life. They always end up revolving back in my life. So that's when I say soulmate. That's kind of like what I believe. Soulmate is a natural connection. Yes. So it's just someone that's always there. Like maybe even if it's a best friend, maybe even it's someone that you went to school with and maybe years later you guys meet up again. That could be your soulmate. You know, you went through boyfriends, you went through situations, and even maybe even being married or whatever the case is, but somehow you still meet that person in life and you guys still have that connection and you guys have some room to grow in some type of way. So that is what I believe a soulmate is. Soulmates can be, you know, love at first sight. That's different. You know, I don't believe that, you know, just because this person is your soulmate, you have to have love at first sight. No, not at all. Because let me think, with Andre and I don't know if it was love at first sight, but it definitely was a different feeling. And guys, I was 18 years old when I met Andre, and I actually just got done having a maybe like a 15-hour bus ride, Greyhound bus ride from Pennsylvania to St. Louis. I had 2 pair of sweatpants on, some glasses, probably didn't brush my teeth in almost 2 days, and I looked a hot mess. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I looked a hot mess. I was traveling from home to go to college, and you know the bus is cold, so I'm like, you know, I'm about to suit up. I had a sweatsuit on, sweat jacket on, 2 pair of sweatpants and everything. And when I met Andre, before I met Andre, I met some of my other teammates, and even though I looked a hot mess, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't talk too loud, but you know, even though I felt like I looked a hot mess, for the most part I was like, hey guys, you know, still normal, didn't feel no type of way. As soon as Andre came to the crowd and I saw him, everything inside me just was like, oh. I don't know why I had instant butterflies. I had type of tingling sensation. It just was different. It was different. And I started thinking, oh my gosh, I got 2 sweatpants on, y'all. I look a hot mess. I gotta leave. But before Andre came around, I didn't even care about those guys. I was like, yep, my name's Tiera. I was just on the bus for 15 hours and this and that. You know, breath stinking and everything. And they're just like, yeah, what's up, Tiera? And then when Andre came around the corner, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go hide. So, you know, it's just some type of connection. And it wasn't love at first sight, but I definitely had a feeling that I didn't understand. And Andre even said that he felt the same way. You know, we both felt something, but we just didn't know what it was. And like I told you guys, we've broken up so many times within our marriage. Maybe not divorced, but we've broken up. We have arguments and all those things, but we still find a way to meet some type of common ground and to grow from it. That was puppy love. Well, I guess it's old dog love now because it's 12 years later. But, I think that's so much that's what I can say is a soulmate. So I feel like maybe people experience their soulmate at different times. Maybe it's just not the time for you to, be in love or to have that situation. And some people, they lose their soulmate. So, even though that's your soulmate, some people may find them and lose them. I feel like it's just timing. It's just, I guess, life. Hey guys. Hey, hey, hey. Angie says puppy love. And guys, as you're here, can you please go ahead and hit the thumbs up? I appreciate everyone that is here. Guys, I honestly didn't have, a lot to say about soul ties and soulmates, but I believe that they are real for the most part. I feel like God created us, man and woman, to find our better half, because I feel like, when you marry someone, they're supposed to be your better half, no matter how different you are from them, no matter how different places you guys come from, there's still some type of commonality, because I can't imagine being married or just being in a relationship with someone that I really have nothing in common with. Of course I want someone that's different from me so I can learn from them, so I can grow from them, because I'm not just gonna want someone that's just like me. We're gonna have the same old same life. I want someone that's a little bit different so I can learn from them and they can learn from me, and we can show each other different ways of life. So that's, oh, guys, whew, almost had a heart attack. Hey, Nikki Unstoppable. I heard some dogs, but it's someone walking their dogs. Y'all see them? Ooh, some big old dogs. All I heard was like breathing, and I had to stop for a second. So I'm glad I wasn't sitting in the trunk, because I probably would have like ran all up in the car if I saw those dogs. But yes, people, soulmates is really important. Hey, Miss Evans, what's up? What's up? I'm happy that I felt like I found my soulmate for the most part. Like I said, Andre and I, we had a lot of fight to get to where we are now. Even some days I'm just like, oh man, what am I doing to myself? But when I think about it, to start over, which, don't get me twisted, I love my husband very much. If it comes down to it, I definitely know that I could start over and I could do everything by myself, because by no means am I a weak woman. However, that's not something that I want to do or that I even think about doing. But if I had to go there, I know I can take care of it, because that's just evident. That's just something that's in me. But for the most part, I feel like being with my husband, it makes me happy. Of course, we have struggles, but especially with COVID and how close that we've been becoming, it feels like everything happens for a reason, and we may be right here in life for some reason, but in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or however long it takes, we're going to be somewhere different, because we grew together. Maybe our souls were meant to come together. Just think about it. I'm from Pennsylvania, all the way up north in in the United States, and my husband's from Jamaica, and we actually talked to each other before we even met each other, before we even knew that we were even going to see each other. And it's just so weird to think about just the events that happened before we even like decided to even say, okay, I'm your girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, to even get that far, because it was a lot of fight between us. And it was more so fight that I wanted to hold back and not really want to be with someone, and vice versa with him, but we both felt something. So I guess it was destiny. Yeah, it was just something that was just like, just go together, no matter how much we try to pull apart from one another. It always just somehow just basically came back. Hey, Lisa Queen B. And especially when Akira was born, I feel like when Akira was born, basically, it was, no, we still had issues and everything, because like I said, we're not perfect, but at the same time, it wasn't just our issues. It was like, okay, look, I don't like this, you don't like this, blah, blah, blah. What we gonna do? Because we have a kid now. So it can't just be us arguing every day. It can't just be us being miserable and thinking that this is going to be normal. There has to be some action. And if the action is you moving out and you going somewhere different for me to feel better and for you to feel better, and then we can come back together, then that's what we're going to do. And that's exactly what we did. And it just worked for us a couple times. I don't want to tell other married couples to break up or whatever the case is, but we were still young, we were still finding ourselves, and we still made sure that Akira or Tayden or whatever the case is were able to see their dad, their mom. We just did what we could. So it worked for us, and here we are 12 year later, being, I guess, friends, dating, and 10 years of marriage with 3 kids. And we're still growing, we're still learning each other. Life is not perfect. Soulmates are never going to be perfect. And soul ties is just another, another whole book or chapter or whatever the case is. But I definitely do believe in soulmates. So guys, I've been on here for like 20 minutes. We're about to go food shopping. I just wanted to have that quick conversation with you guys. You and Andre, step the best. Oh, thank you. A lot of times, especially today, we were having like a good conversation. Now that we have the kids in school and everything, and we're just like, okay, we got the kids in school. Talani's there, but for the most part, she takes a nap throughout the day and everything. So it's kind of like it's just me and him at home. So it's giving us more time to really talk about, okay, now it feels like we can have a clear mind. We can make some plans to do the things that we really want to do, to set out to really put some action behind it. Because before it was, I'm working, you're working, we don't have the time to really talk. When we come home, it's dinner, play with the kids, go to sleep, and get back to life. Now that we're both at home, and the kids were doing virtual, it was kind of like, okay, we're all at home, but the focus is on the kids with school. Now that the kids are at school, it's kind of like, okay, we can talk, we can plan things. Where do we start? And it starts with just us communicating, us expressing our love to one another, and us just saying, okay, this is not where we want to stay. We have to just learn to build from here. This is what we have to work with. This is what we don't have to work with. Let's see how this can help us be better people, better parents, better married couple, and everything. So that's what we're doing, guys. Let me read this comment. I think a soulmate is something that God lets you know that this is for you. Everything about them you love and desire from, and you understand each other. Angie, honestly, I believe that, but for the most part, I believe it's going to be times when you're not going to stand that person too. Like, I don't think you're going to love everything about them all the time, because in real life that doesn't happen. Because not even my kids, no, I love them all the time, but not even my kids I like all the time. So I just feel like it's going to be times when you're even going to like hate this person, but for some reason or somehow you guys still find a way to come to some type of common ground, or you guys end up coming back together. Maybe the person didn't say sorry, but in your heart something's telling you to just forgive them and to move forward, or you just learn to just get over things. So I believe a soulmate is someone that God puts in your life, but it's never going to be an easy road. I believe you're going to have to also fight for your soulmate. So that's so true. Hello T, hope you full joy for your birthday. Thank you. Guys, I really don't have much planned for my birthday. Like I said, I have a facial tomorrow at 12. I plan on vlogging it. It will be my first facial, and I have like some breakouts and everything that I really want to ask the girl about. So I'm so excited about my facial. That was my gift to myself. Well, Daddy Wise did pay the deposit and everything, but it is my gift to myself for the most part. Saturday is going to be family day. We're going to find something to do with the family and the kids and everything, and just relax. And then Sunday is my birthday. I plan on going to a brunch with my hairstylist, because her birthday is like, I think Tuesday or something like that. So she's having like a girls brunch. So I'm just going to go to the brunch for my birthday, and I don't know. That's it, unless Daddy Wise has some things up his sleeve. But I will be going live on my birthday, either before or after the brunch, just to, tell you guys it's my birthday. Yeah. Maybe take a couple shots on air. I'm just playing. But, I'm excited, guys. I'm turning 32. I'm definitely blessed to say that I'm turning 32. I'm not going to shy away from it when I'm 35, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm turning 30, y'all. But I am turning 32, and I can tell you guys, it's been almost 2 years since I had my stroke. 2 years since I had my stroke, and the doctor told me when I did have my stroke, my TIA, my mild stroke, that the next 2 years is the next 2 years that you have to really be careful, because you can have another one, and it won't just be a TIA. It could be a real stroke, even though May will mark 2 years. But I had my stroke at 30, so I'm so happy and so blessed to say that I am here. I'm still normal, and I'm even more motivated to do things, to learn things, to be a better person, not only for you guys but for myself. So I don't want to cry, but I'm just so grateful at the same time, so grateful that I did have the stroke, because it opened my eyes to so many things in life. And it's not even just, my relationships with people, it was my relationship with myself. So I'm just so grateful that I went through it, and I'm here now, and I'm just bigger and better, and I'm turning 32. You still take medication for it? Honestly, I never took medication. They wanted me to take like baby aspirin. Maybe I can still take baby aspirin. But other than that, I decided not to take any medication or anything like that, because I'm, for the most part, normal. It was just, they said I had like a blood clot in my throat or something that kind of cut off circulation, and it just made me have a stroke, shut down one part of my body. It was really scary, but I'm so happy that I can talk about it now and to be over it. Let me read iPebbles comment. My husband and I share the same thing. We broke up, got back together. We separated for some reason. We always get back together. Each other living in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel like your soulmate, you guys are not always going to be good. Y'all going to break up sometimes. Y'all going to be happy with each other. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Make sure you're monitoring. Thank you, Lisa. Since I had my stroke, I definitely changed my diet for the most part. I used to be like a really candy, chocolate, sugar, sour, whatever type of person. So I can't say that I don't eat candy, because I still eat my candy, but I definitely slowed down with it. And I also make sure that the kids slow down too. That's one thing that I definitely stopped doing. Also, I'm trying to be a little bit more active when it comes to working out. I'll have like a good week of me running in the morning or doing a Chloe ting or something like that. And then I'll have maybe like a couple weeks of me being lazy. But for the most part, I'm definitely more active. So, I'm trying to do those things. But the biggest thing that I think affected me the most with me having my stroke was my stress and the way that I handled my emotions. And that's what kind of snowballed me to even make Peaceful Ambition. So, I held a lot of things in. I took a lot of stress from other people, and I didn't know how to express myself. So all that did was build a ticking time bomb inside me, and that, I feel like, more so made me have the stroke. And the other things, of course, maybe I wasn't treating myself good, but I'm happy and blessed to say that I am here, y'all. I don't know how to do a flip, but I can do this. This is my celebration right now, guys. I'm turning 32, and I am so blessed. I have 3 beautiful babies that God has given me. I have a beautiful, handsome husband, and I have a beautiful family, mother, brother, and all those things. So I'm not only celebrating just me turning 32, I'm celebrating 2 years of being here to talk to you guys also. So yes, God healed you, T. Yes, he did. And just think, guys, when I had my stroke and went into the emergency room, and like my arm was still kind of like stiff on my chest and everything, like nothing, I couldn't move it. It was crazy. But when I got to the hospital and I told them what happened and everything, and the doctor said, oh, you had a stroke. And I'm like, what? I'm only 30, how did I have a stroke? He said I had a stroke. And then all I know is they just pushed me in a room by myself. And I was like, whoa, because at the time we had Andre's niece, and Talani was a little baby, and they pushed me in the room by myself with curtains all around me. And I was just sitting there like, what I had a stroke. And I'm just like, just crazy, didn't know what was going on. And a doctor came in. I'm like, can my husband come in here? Like, I don't understand why you guys just put me in a room by myself. And this was not during COVID time, guys, so there was no reason for them really not to even want my husband to be in the room, I would think. And they're like, no, it's too small, he has the children, only you can be in here. So I'm like, okay, there's like, just hold on for a second. So the one doctor leaves. All I know is like 5-6 doctors, they just come through the the curtains, and then they push in the TV. And I'm just like, okay, a TV, there's like 7 doctors inside this little room, and y'all said my husband can't be here, but there's all these doctors, and everyone's just looking at me while I'm in the bed like this, and they turn on the TV. And the guy's just on the TV like, hello, Miss Wise. My name is Dr. Blah, 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 blah. And I am with blah, 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 blah. And I'm just looking like, how is he? Like, it really felt like some TV stuff. And everyone's just looking at me like this. And I'm just like, hi. He's like, I heard you had a stroke. And, for the most part, you look healthy. And you're only 30 years old. And, we want to see if you will be basically a lab rat for a medicine that we have. You're the ideal person to try this. Because you had the stroke, we have to tell you that it's only a 30% chance that you still have a blood clot in you, and the medicine will go in your system and it'll find the blood clot, and it will basically, burst the blood clot or thin it out. So, I wouldn't have the stroke anymore. And he said, you only can do it so many hours after the stroke so it can go into your body. If you do it after these many hours, and it was I think he might say you only can do it 5 hours up until your stroke. And it might have been like 3 or something like that since I had my stroke. So I'm just like, okay, so if I take it right now, it can go in my system and it can cause me, because they were thinking that I was going to have another one right after. He was saying, you got to take the medicine like literally right now. This is life or death. I'm like, well, can I have my husband in the room? What can I call my mom? Like, what? Y'all just can't tell me that I have to do this right now. And they're like, you have to do it right now. But it's only a 30% chance that it can work. But if you don't do it, there's a chance that you can hemorrhage and this and that. And I'm just like, what am I going to do? Like, guys, I was so confused. Never been more confused in my life. I didn't cry. I didn't panic or nothing like that. I was just in my head like, do it. And something just told me to be like, no, don't do it. Nope. The fact that all these doctors right now are looking at you like a lab rat. This person on the TV comes on here and say, you're a perfect person to try this medicine out. Try? Nah. I'm good. I was like, you know what? If I have another blood clot inside of me somewhere, then it's just going to have to be up in God's hand. I'd rather leave my body up in God's hands than give it to mankind and give them some type of medicine that basically was going to make me bleed out if I didn't have a blood clot in my system, and that would have just caused more issues. So I'm so happy that I made a decision to not put my life in the hands of doctors and everything else. Big ups to doctors and stuff, but something in me just said, don't do it, Tiara. Just let God handle it. And look at me, I'm normal. Even though at the moment I had my arm stuck, I couldn't move my arm, and my leg was still like coming back and everything, but I didn't want to take the medicine. I'm so happy that I did. Once I said, no, I'm good, I'm not going to take it. Guys, when I tell you, all the doctors just left the room really fast. They just like sucked into the curtain, just left. And then the nurse came back. She said, okay, well, what we have to do is just run some tests to see what's going on. Since you don't want the medicine, we just have to monitor you for this many hours and this and that. And then they ended up putting me in a room, had Andre come up, and I told him what happened, and he was like pissed. He was so upset. But it was just a crazy situation, guys. But like I said, I'm so happy that I am through it. Same thing happened to a friend of mine. Are you serious? That's crazy. What you say, T? They wanted to use us. Yeah, they wanted me to be a lab rat. Like, honestly, in so many words, that's what they wanted. Like, they said that, normally people that have strokes are not 30. They're not healthy. The only surgeries that I ever had was for my children, my C-sections, and they just wanted to see, like, can I use you real fast? And I'm like, no. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I thought about it just because I'm like, okay, I'm at the hospital, these are doctors, and they're not going to give me anything to mess up my body. But at the same time, I was thinking, look how all these people are looking at you. Look how they just came into the room with this TV. They won't even have your husband come into the room. Like, something is not right. And I'm so happy that I went with my gut and left it in God's hands, because I'm good now. Whew, guys, I'm gonna hope I can keep these lashes on because they're starting to itch. Swallow garlic and suck on nutmeg. It will help reverse the stroke. Thank you. I'm gonna try that. We had the moringa. That's one thing that I said I want to start taking again. They probably wanted your body parts. Nikki Unstoppable, you ain't never lied. Like, I'm so happy that I was with someone and I didn't go to the emergency room by myself, because I feel like if I did go to the emergency room by myself, they probably would have just like drugged me up and just did something with me. But because I kept on asking for my husband and I kept on texting him, communicating with him and everything, they knew that, someone was there and he wasn't just going to let them up. Yeah, they'll sell your organs. Yeah, I believe it. I believe all that. Believe me, y'all. Like, I know. Yeah. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick live. We talked about soul ties and soulmates. And then I guess I gave you guys a little story time about my stroke. just because I am so happy that I am turning 32. So you guys will see me all this weekend. I'll try to do another live on Peaceful Ambition, but for sure, we will be going live on the family channel. Hey T, I love you, girl. Thank you, Keisha Sanders. Thank you everyone that is here. Actually, guys, before you leave, please hit that thumbs up. Thank y'all for being here. Happy 32. Thank y'all. Wait, am I turning 32? Yeah, I'm turning 32. I'm just making sure. Half the time I could be like, Andre, am I turning 31 or 32? I don't know. I'm doing my brows and lashes now. Okay. Guys, I wish I can keep my lashes and brows like this all the time. But after a while, I got to take these lashes off because they itch. So, yeah. And then, you know, this is tint. It only lasted so long. Let me read this one comment. I remember when they called me to the hospital, I knew she had a stroke when I saw her and remembered the video you talked about your experience. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'm ready to go food shopping. I'm about to see if Andre's ready. And we'll talk to y'all later.